right now. I got you right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. They go read option with Wilson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Reset.
On second down, here's Miller. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Two jet.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Come back. Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
To throw on second is Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. QT, Charles, he didn't make his debut this year until week 4. Busted out with 11 catches in that win over Indianapolis. And now you got Will Fuller done for the year with a knee injury. He's a big part of this offense.
He certainly is, because he's quickly going to have to become one of those go-to guys for Deshaun Watson, and a guy that he can get the ball to pretty fast, because Will Fuller provided a lot of speed and flash and can work inside and outside. QT's going to work out of the slot mainly, get it to him, and let him go.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, and my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, the Seattle Seahawks looking very much like a playoff team after 4 straight wins, now at 8-5 after that victory on Monday night in Week 14.
How about that? And so many people thought this would be a rebuilding year for them. No more Legion of Boom. But this team set up perfectly for head coach Pete Carroll. Young, enthusiastic, ready to show the world that they were better. And don't forget, they saw Russell Wilson playing quarterback. They're 2 games up in the wild card race with 3 to go.
Check 50, check 50.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Football goes back over to Houston's offense, and these Texans lost last week to division rival Indianapolis 24-21. Look, yeah, Charles, that did break the 9-game winning streak, but they're still 9-4.
I love how you just posed that, because aren't you hearing a lot of almost negative things out there about them losing that game? You know, hey, they could have won the AFC South, could have clinched it right there. They could be in the number 2 spot when it comes with a first-round bye, all right? Forget that. They won 9 straight games. They're still in a great position for the playoffs. Deshaun Watson may have been sacked 5 times in this game, but it gives them something to work on, something to improve. And their last 3 games are very much manageable. At the Jets, at Philadelphia, home against Jacksonville.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reset. Come back. Check. Come back. Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans are in for 6. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by Pennick. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Watson. Trying. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you... Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brandon Dunn able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 1st down, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Step, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now it's Wilson. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before the break. Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A very solid gain of 27.
Richmond, come back, Tiger.
On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets, Baker Mayfield with the Browns.
And then Sunday, the late game, Pats and Steelers. You get Eagles, Rams Sunday night. Saints, Panthers Monday. I mean, hello, Week 15.
Yeah, that means I'm doing absolutely nothing the entire weekend except sitting on the couch and watching ball.
Well, you're also working a game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, besides that.
Okay.
All right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Wilson on second down. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Tiger.
Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Come back. Tiger.
Third and long. It's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1?
And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Richmond, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Okay, with that incompletion, I've been waiting to get this in because I wanted to ask you about that crazy finish in Miami. How in the world did they find their way to the end zone?
That was something, wasn't it? And I've seen a few along the way in college football.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Richmond, come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. They will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll get it up the middle. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And out now come the Seahawks. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Go 14. 14. Gotta go.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On second down, Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Watson on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Open space inside the 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing now, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Watson. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now it's Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Leads it for Penny. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.